Greetings from Eastern Nigeria, Omochukwu. Another news update this Wednesday. Federal government finally approves Kanu'S medical team. Now, the medical team that will treat the leader of the IPOB has reportedly arrived the DSS headquarters in Abuja. Yes, a statement made by the younger brother to the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, yes, Prince Emmanuel Kanu, said the team came for the emergency ear surgery as being recommended. Okay? He said the team was awaiting permission from the DSS to assess the leader of the IPOB to properly examine him, of course. So even as fears for the unknown reigns in government and particularly among the state actors, so we are saying now that the government has approved for this surgery, of course, they caused this problem for him because the leader of the IPOB is not known to have this problem. He was abducted by Nigerian government as they collaborated with government of Kenya. He went for torturing for 1 week, torture in Kenya. No, I want just to give us a brief history to this sickness, ear surgery, ear problem. All right? So it's not natural. It's not something that is within him. No, look, this was caused by these governments and the agents. So they have brought people to give him that surgery. So in Kenya, he was tortured for 1 week. 1 week torture. Nobody knew that he has been abducted. Nobody was communicated. Nobody, no media carried it. He was just incommunicado. They were torturing him. Nobody knew what he had gone through. Not until they made it public when they brought him back to Nigeria in that extraordinary rendition. Even up until this moment, the Malami who made that statement that Mazinand Kana has been rearrested, the court have told him, look, tell Nigerians, tell the world, how you brought back the leader of the IPOB to Nigeria. Whether you followed the process of extradition. So, till this moment, Malami have not said anything towards that. So, while in DSS custody, he was still tortured. It was evident the DSS was torturing him. Those army from the Fulani who felt that, whatever they are feeling, nobody knows. They were torturing him, saying, is it you? Is it you, the leader of the IPOB? Who is this Mazinand Kanu, who is causing us pain? What pain? Is Nnamdi Kanu causing anybody pain? You were the first to shout Araba. So they were torturing him in that regard, saying you will deal with you. We saw the video, everything. It is there. We saw it. The terrorists were torturing him. They said the army. They are terrorists torturing him in detention facility, in DSS. So they caused all this problem for him. They exacerbated this whole thing because they feel that, he's causing us pain. Nnamdi is causing you pain because you are standing on the wrong side of the statute, of the law. So you shouted Araba and nobody did anything to you. You stayed on your own. You stayed put. All of a sudden you say you don't want to go again. You stay now, let others go. He said no, they will not go too. And that is what we're saying. And the Mazinand Kanu said, allow people to go their separate ways. The contraception has expired long before now. So people should go their ways. That the offense he committed. There warrant his abduction, torture in Kenya. Kenyan government was into that criminality. Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of Kenya that time. He collaborated with Muhammadu Buhari, who is from Nigeria, who has gone back to that place. What are we not talking about? So they should do the needful by making sure that they restore that ear the way it was before the abduction. That is the point we're making. Restore the ear the way it was before the torture, before the abduction. Anything less than that will not take it. And why are you afraid of releasing Nnamdi Kanu? It's a big question. You have brought in people to treat him, the medical team. Now, why are you afraid to release him? What stops you from releasing him? He is as free as every Nigerian, yet you are keeping him because he is not into criminal activity. He has not committed any crime. No court of competent jurisdiction have indicted him or convicted him. So he is free, a free man in detention. We don't understand this kind of thing. You know, a free man, he's free yet clamped in detention. So release the leader of the IPOB. That's what we go a step forward. Do not stop in bringing medical team. Federal government of Nigeria under this Tinubu, some will say tribulation, but release the leader of the IPOB. You have gone a bit by bringing this medical team. You have to make it to be complete. Release the leader of the IPOB. That will be in the best interest of Nigeria and Nigerians. That is it. So, needless of this fear and yet, if we release him now, what will be our fate? What will be your fate? That means what you are doing. If you are oppressing the masses, if you are oppressing the people, if you are excluding them, denying them their rights, their fundamental human rights, taking what belongs to them. If you go to Nigeria, they are drilling the oil, taking it to Kaduna, to Zamfara. If you are doing that, then you have to be afraid. And that's why you are jittery. If you are oppressing the people, you are there for your own ethnic nationality. You want to protect your own people. If you are there to loot the resources of the nation, you stock it in international banks. You go and put it in a septic tank. You dig a hole in your building and you put it there. You are afraid of releasing Nnamdi Kanu. And that is the only thing will make you afraid. Because you are oppressing the people of God. So if not, release Nnamdi Kanu. Now, this issue of jubilation is nobody is jubilating because of the ear treatment. It is his right to be treated. After all, he's not a prisoner. He's just a prisoner of conscience. He's not a prisoner. You jail him because you want to bury the truth. But the truth must certainly come out. Of course, nobody have ever succeeded in burying the truth in the history of humanity. Go and check. No human being has ever succeeded. The truth must surely raise its head someday. And so that is that's what we're saying. For posterity's sake, tribulation on Tinubu should release the leader of the IPOB. President Tinubu has been declared by the Independent National Electoral Commission, the bias umpire, should go ahead